Hi everyone, welcome back. In my previous videos, we spoke about why pesticides are such a big risk to our food. Today, let us understand how these pesticides actually affect the human body. Why is it that these chemicals, which are designed to protect the crops, actually end up creating a whole host of issues for humans, including damage to the nervous system, hormonal imbalances, cancer, diabetes, and a number of others. As always, all the sources used in my video are referenced in the description. If this topic is of interest, do not forget to subscribe to see more such videos. Let us look at three main types of agrochemicals and why they are used in the first place. First one is insecticides. These are chemicals which kill pests which attack the crop. Second one is herbicides. These are chemicals which act on unwanted plants or weeds. These weeds compete for space, nutrition from soil, water, and hence damage the main crop. And the third one is fungicides. These are chemicals which prevent fungal infection from spreading in the crops. So basically all these three chemicals are designed to disrupt life processes or kill insects or plants. Now let's go one level deeper and understand how do each of these chemicals actually do their job. Let's start with insecticides. Insecticides basically attack the nervous system of these insects, which ends up paralyzing these insects. They are unable to move, breathe, and eventually die. Now humans also have similar nervous systems, and so depending on the dosage, these pesticides can also impact the functioning of our nervous system. Second is herbicides. These chemicals affect the plant's ability to create protein or to generate energy, which means that these plants or weeds cannot grow and eventually end up dying. Now humans are different from plants, but these chemicals have an ability to affect the cellular functioning of humans, and in fact a number of these herbicides have been studied for long-term damage in humans, including cancer. The third one is fungicides. They have been studied to disrupt hormonal function or hormonal balance, including impact on reproductive capability, thyroid, and a few other. So the key point to note again here is that these chemicals disrupt the functioning of pests or plants, and in some ways those same processes also exist in humans, which is why these chemicals end up causing damage to humans as well. You would have heard claims that the pesticide residue on this product is within safety or regulatory limits, but there are two key reasons why this may be misleading. Number one is the cocktail effect or mixing of multiple pesticides. Now world over, pesticide testing happens assuming one pesticide at a time, but in reality food contains residue of multiple pesticides, and there was a study done in Europe a few years back which showed that the combination of these pesticides can be significantly stronger than an individual pesticides. Now the second point is accumulation of these pesticides in the body, because many of these pesticides are fat soluble. They do not flush out of the body through urine, sweat, and so on. A combination of these mixture of pesticides and long-term accumulation over time means that the potential effects of these pesticides are far greater than that documented in individual testing or studies. Number one, damage to the nervous system. Pesticides have been shown to create developmental issues in kids when their mothers or kids at early stage have been exposed to these pesticides. These have been linked to lower IQ, motor skills, even disabilities. And even in adults, pesticides have been shown to create risks for diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and these risks increase with the level of exposure. And these are all studies done by reputed institutes like UC Berkeley, etc. And there are links in the description you can see. Number two, hormonal imbalances. Now, hormones are basically our nervous system's way of controlling the function of various body organs. These chemicals disrupt the hormonal balance in the body, which lead to a whole host of issues including fertility, thyroid, and various other things. In Europe, they recently banned a pesticide called mancozeb specifically for disrupting the reproductive hormone balance in the body. India, by the way, is the largest producer and exporter of mancozeb. Number 3, cancer. International Agency for Research on Cancer has classified a number of pesticides as carcinogenic or causing cancer in humans. This includes glyphosate, which is one of the world's largest consumed fungicides. Let's also quickly understand how these pesticides cause cancer. They basically impact the cell functioning of the body. Now, cells have a simple function. They divide when body needs to grow, or they repair themselves when there is an injury, or they at times die when they have reached end of life. This is controlled by DNA, which is almost like an instruction manual in the cell, and also through hormones which basically provide signal to the body. These chemicals disrupt the DNA or hormonal balance, due to which our body loses control on the cell. The cell basically goes rogue. It keeps growing uncontrollably, which results in a tumor or cancer. There are multiple other health issues such as diabetes, anxiety, hypertension, which have also been linked to exposure to these pesticides. So essentially, pesticides create an all-out assault on the body. Let's see why pesticides are particularly harmful for kids and elderly population. See, kids' bodies are like under construction houses. They are growing and hence consuming more food than adults per kg of body weight. So for example, if an adult with 60 kg of weight consumes 1 kg of food, but a child with 10 kg of weight consumes 350 gram of food, this means that the child is consuming 2x the food for every kg of body weight, and hence his exposure to pesticides is 2x that of an adult. And the kids' detox systems, body's functions are still developing, so their ability to flush these toxins from our body are also limited. So if pesticides or chemicals enter the kids' bodies at this early stage, they can create long-term foundational effects in kids. Now on the other hand, we have elderly population or sick people with impacted or reduced efficacy of organs like liver, kidney. These toxins now stay longer in their bodies, which actually compounds their health issues. While the official reports look clean, there was a study done in Delhi by CSE department which showed that approximately 20% of samples collected had pesticide residue way over the regulatory limits. There are clear examples where prolonged exposure to these pesticides has caused significant harm, even in India. Take Kasargod example from Kerala, where government spraying of a chemical named Endosulfan for 25 years created significant damage to the community, to humans, to the full ecology of that area. And Supreme Court eventually ordered 500 crore compensation for residents of that area. And then there are examples from Malwa region in Punjab, which is now called cancer capital of India, and there is a cancer train which runs. And then there is Yavatmal region in Maharashtra, where farmers have faced acute poisoning cases. Now thankfully most of us are not exposed to this level of pesticide dosage, but the point to make here is that the damage from these pesticides is real, long-term, and many times irreversible. We need to be more mindful and ask questions whether food that we are buying is pesticide free or not, whether it has been lab tested or not. In my next video, I will also cover the key differences between regulatory landscape of India and developed countries, which are actually more vigilant and have stricter standards of pesticide usage. If you found this useful, do not forget to subscribe for more such videos. And I will see you next time Till then, please do pay attention and try to source clean pesticide free food.